So I did a set at a comedy club last night, and for an open mic, and I thought it went pretty well. So I'm going to try to replicate that. And since it went very well, I want you to imagine that everybody was laughing the whole time, starting now. So I was at work the other day, and I saw somebody. I walked past a guy, and I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And he said, "Good, and you?" And I said, "Good, great, how about yourself?" He just put his head down and walked away and avoided me the rest of the week. I used to have a hobby. I have a few hobbies these days. I run quite a bit, and geocache. But there was this one hobby that I don't do that much anymore that I used to do a lot in high school back when I was alone by myself at home, and that was called watching television. And there were a few TV shows that I watched, a lot of sitcoms, a lot of investigative shows like Destination Truth, which was really good. There was this very charismatic main character in that host in that show. His name was Josh Gates, and he would just kind of go around the world searching for monsters and ghosts and whatnot. But fun times. So Josh Gates would go around the world and search for monsters like Bigfoot, El Nahualito, some ghost, Mokele and Bembe, whatever. All kinds of them. One of the funniest ones was this wasn't in the thing that I did at the open mic, but one of the funniest ones was there was this creature called El Lobezón, which was basically like a werewolf, and there was a guy who claimed that he turned into one, and then he would just he was like, "Oh yeah, I can do it, yeah." This was like in I can't remember where, like Argentina maybe, something like that. But he just really just starts, or Puerto Rico maybe, I don't know, one of those South American countries, and he just starts trying to rip his shirt off, and he doesn't do anything. He just thinks that he can, and just for media attention, I guess. I don't know. What a loser, right? So that show only lasted 4 seasons, as a lot of shows that I watch do. And he would last year there was a show called Expedition Adventure with Josh Gates, and then they reintroduced Josh Gates is going to be in Destination Truth. It's I thought it was gonna be like a crossover or something like that. I started watching, and I'm like, I've seen this before. And then I looked it up, and sure enough, they literally just took an old episode of Destination Truth and put the Expedition Adventure tag in front of it, followed by Destination Truth. I feel like Sci-Fi Channel is getting ripped off. I feel like I should tell them, because nobody else apparently knows or notices. Oh, I don't know. That's like King of Queens slowly becoming Kevin Can Wait. Or the other way around, sorry. Which is happening. Kevin James got his wife fired from Kevin Can Wait to replace her with Leah Remini, who used to be his wife on King of Queens. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that you could just put a title page on and then put an old episode of something else on, and then be like, "Oh, yep, new. It's new." So, in addition to that, I used to watch a show called Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura, the former governor of Minnesota and former WWF wrestler. And that show was fun. He would have guests, or experts. I can't do both air quotes because I'm holding the phone with my other hand. But one of these experts was a guy named, can't remember his name. David Icke. ICKE. David Icke. He was a former soccer player who, at the age of 38, went on live television and told everybody that he was the son of God. And then, what David Icke did They used him as an expert witness in one of the very first episodes, and then a few episodes later, and I know it was a few episodes because it only lasted 22. Episode 15, the season 3 premiere, they do an episode about the reptilian elite, which was a theory created by David Icke. And then they said, "Oh, this guy, you can't trust this guy at all." And it's like, you used him as an expert witness earlier on in the series, just a few episodes ago. You said that he was credible, and now you're saying, no, he's insane. How do you do that? And the other expert witness was none other than Infowars.com Alex Jones. And if a lot of you aren't too familiar with Alex Jones, he is a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. He believes that Sandy Hook was a sham, like crisis acting. And Alex Jones has had many, many quotes that I love. One of his quotes was, and he said this in all seriousness on his radio show, "That's what tap water is. It's a gay bomb, baby." What? And then his other thing, that later on in that same segment, you can look us up on YouTube, Alex Jones, man, like, he's crazy. And he says, "I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay." Yeah, that's what he thinks. And I've been doing comedy for 3 years almost. And I still, to this day, it pisses me off that I cannot come up with something as funny as, "I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay."